What's up, family? Back again. The spin is still real. Check this out. Soulja Boy ordered to pay $4 million after losing sexual assault case. That's how we gonna say that. U.S. rapper Soulja Boy has been ordered to pay $4.25 million to a woman who accused him of sexual battery and abuse. The unnamed woman sued the star, whose real name is DeAndre Cortez Way, in 2021, saying he regularly her and beat her and sometimes kept her as a prisoner after she was hired as his assistant. Now they're calling it an assistant in this right here, but in actuality, the way I get it from Al Prophet is she was supposedly his blunt roller. I was watching Drink Champs one time, and it was a celebrity or a rapper or somebody on there, and he had a blunt roller, and she even got to talk, you know. Oh wow, this is a bit much, but we get back at it. Way had denied abusing her and said their relationship was consensual, but a jury in a civil trial found him liable for sexual battery, assault, and gender violence. Whoa, beating a woman. Not a good look, homie. The 34-year-old smiled calmly as the verdict was read on Thursday, according to the courthouse news service. Speaking outside the court, he maintained his innocence and said he was committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. During the trial, Wade denied beating and her, calling the accusations disgusting. But after 2 days of deliberation, the jury awarded his accuser $4 million in compensatory damages. And let's go again. But after 2 days of deliberations, the jury awarded his accuser $4 million in compensatory damages and a further $250,000 in punitive damages. I feel like I got justice, she told Rolling Stone after the verdict. So Rolling Stone got to interview her, but we still don't know her name. Oh, wow. Obviously, it's not going to return everything I lost. I lost way more than I gained. My hope is he doesn't do this to anyone, My hope is he doesn't do this to any more women. I feel like it. Soulja Boy is known for a party rap style that spawned hits like Crank That, a US #1 single, Kiss Me Through the Phone, and Pretty Boy Swag. His commercial peak came in 2010. Yeah, we ain't going through that. His Forbes and all of that. Yo. I'm not, I don't know Soulja Boy, so I can't say if his relationship with this woman was consensual or not. Nobody can, only she can, and that's not what she's saying. So bad. You know, I'm one of those people who says, you know, Soulja Boy, he was like the wave bringer. Okay, it was through Soulja Boy that we learned that we could make records on a laptop, or on a desktop, on a computer. Period. He was the first superstar to come from that. You know what I mean? Then we got people like Drake. You know what I mean? From, you know, he was putting his stuff on MySpace. You know, so you know, Soulja Boy is important in our culture. You know, as far as he has done a bunch of antics and a bunch of crazy stuff. You know, he capped the dude who broke in his house. Well, it was a few of them. And he told this wild, crazy story on Vlad. And then Vlad turned around and interviewed the guys who actually, and that's crazy. How you get interviewed after you break somebody's house? You ain't go to jail? I don't know what's up with that. But, you know, he has been doing a bunch of wild stuff. He tried to get us with these little video consoles that he was getting from China. Oh, hey, man, get your money, man. That's all I can say. But getting sued by your blunt roller? Back to what I said in the other video. If you're going to do something, do it by yourself. I don't know. I know Soulja Boy, he gives the appearance of someone who isn't stable. You know what I mean? He just has his own way, I guess. I did like when he straightened the Breakfast Club on them thinking that he tried to steal Drake's swag, and he was like, nah, Drake stole my swag. I had that song first, you know, that melody first. That tell me what's really going on. That right there. He said he had that first. So yeah, I get it. Yo, this is so crazy. Getting sued by your blunt roller. All right. So how much does a blunt roller make? Because I was watching Al Prophet, and Al Prophet says when he first went to California, he ran into a bunch of people who said that they were formerly Soulja Boy's blunt rollers. So and from what I understand, the lady in this incident says that, you know, Soulja Boy was paying her $500 a week. But what Al Prophet says is that most blunt rollers don't get paid; they just get a free ride. You know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all tell me, family, what's your experience with? I know you probably got. I don't have no experience with no blunt roller. So this is like a spin for me, because just think. Oh, this is what I wanted to say about this whole thing. You know, lately we've been moving into a time where anybody can sue you. You know what I mean? Anybody can sue you. You know, and it's pretty much on you to get that lawsuit off of you. It's pretty much on you to defend yourself against said suit. You know. And then, you know, you have people out here with money that don't understand that, you know, there are more than just a couple type of vultures, or they're more than just a couple of type of scams. You know, there's lots of people who are doing all types of scams. You know what I mean? And for me, I don't know the young lady involved. You know what I mean? And she's hiding her identity. I'm wondering who she's hiding her identity from, because we don't care about Soulja Boy like that to try to do nothing to no blunt roller. Come on, man, that's crazy. But you know, this could be genuine, or this could be the long con. You know what I mean? You know, someone that gotten up under you and see that you was sweet, so you see that you was easy, and we can't. Even though the jury didn't see it Soulja Boy's way, I don't know. I'm not dismissing anything, because there's some serious allegations going on with this. Okay, so I'm not like on Soulja Boy's side at all. Okay, I'm not. But he did say that, you know, it was only one black person on the jury. Like, that matters nowadays. And he said that it was a whole bunch of older people on the jury. Well, did you have any say in who picked the jury? What type of lawyer did you go in there with? You know, all of these are questions I would have. When I hear what he had to say after it was all over, you know, especially when he was, I believe that was on IG. I saw that little clip of him talking about what happened to him in court, when he was thanking his fans for riding with him and whatnot, you know, which is cool. You're supposed to. And as far as people hating on you, you know, Soulja Boy got to realize that, you know, not everybody likes me. You know, not everybody's gonna like you in this world, bro. You're gonna have some people that take it a little step further than that, but you got to be on your stuff, you know. But you know, your Soulja Boy is always out there on IG and Twitter or whatnot, and all of these other platforms. You know, he's you know, he'll blow up and start talking real crazy, start talking real loud. He'll throw his gang affiliations in there on you. All of these things have tracked in a negative way. You know what I mean? So I can understand, and then for there to be so much footage of Soulja Boy, I can see how all of this could be used in court to show that he could be angry, or he could be volatile. You know what I mean? You know, all of these things can be shown through his actions online. You know what I mean? And people don't understand, self-snitching ain't just about telling on yourself. You know what I mean? A lot of times self-snitching can be just your demeanor and the way you act, and the way you have people believe you are when you get on camera and you get out there and start talking crazy. So let's deal with it from that angle. I want to say, if all these things did happen to the young lady, hey, my heart goes out to you, and I hope you can recover from this. Okay, emotionally, mentally, all of these things. I know I did say that you could be playing the long con, but I gotta look at both sides. I can't just look at one side of this, because I know how this is playing. Think about what's going on with the Diddy dude right now. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of people was just filing lawsuits against the man because he was up. It was his time. You feel me? And not every lawsuit had merit. So I think about it that way. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna cut none of my mistakes out of the video. So y'all, I hope y'all bear with me and got to this point. I appreciate you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, share, and I'll catch you on the next vlog. Salute.